quickly. The past 48 hours has been intense. That time is recording anyway. Yeah. We're talking about the Dallas Cowboys, and with Micah Parsons going to Green Bay, let's just say that both teams' future has drastically changed. So this is your quick preview of the 2025 Dallas Cowboys, and it took a plunge. It took a plunge. Okay, so let's get the big news out of the way for Dallas Cowboy fans. Yes, Dallas Cowboys, Micah Parsons, the Green Bay Packer, not only did you give it to your most division foe, not division foe, your conference foe, it would have been more insulting if you gave it to San Francisco. But he gave it to Green Bay, which is basically like the cousin with the bigger biceps. Good job for you, Dallas. I am not going to harp too much on that. I think Dallas Cowboy faithful and Dallas Cowboy fans and even the local media of the Dallas Cowboys have their own plethora of reasons. I'm just going to address it based on what I see. This is a big move for Dallas, and I think we can 100% say Dallas is preparing for the future. Whether that involves Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, who knows? They just got signed big contracts last year, so I don't think they're going to make a big change. But to me, I think Dallas Cowboy fans can safely say that this year is more for the future. And it's really hard to say a team as iconic as the Cowboys basically taking the season off as a mid-year already. I mean, we are literally less than a week away from the time of this recording of them playing Philadelphia. So, death sentence, I would say. The 3 games I think Dallas Cowboy fans should be, and remember, I made all these schematics before the Micah Parsons trade. So, but I still think my point still stands. Week 7 versus Washington. Washington becoming the new face of the NFC East with Philadelphia winning the Super Bowl. And if Washington can prove that Jalen Daniels' first year was just a sign of upcoming attractions, then I think Dallas, if they want to have any chance of proving that they are still have some fight in them, they need to compete and potentially win against Washington. The game is in Dallas. Give your Dallas Cowboy fans something to cheer about for this season, because right now it's not looking too pretty. Then I'll go to Week 12 versus Philadelphia. Now, I picked the games at home because Dallas Cowboys, for the longest time, had the most successful home record until last year. So I'm really going to bang that something about Jerry Jones and Jerry World in the Texas area, that somehow the Cowboys, against division foes, can potentially pull up upsets against these 2 division foes, coming in with Super Bowl aspiration. And maybe, just maybe, Dallas can prove that as crucial the Micah Parsons thing is, they can still show they have fight. And then 2 weeks after that, Week 14 at Detroit. We all remember Detroit put, a 50-burger in Dallas last year? If Dallas won't have any chance by Week 14 at Detroit, they need to prove that there's still some sense of a fight for a playoff position. Or at least some sense of that the season was a complete waste. Because let's be real, Dallas is quite expensive for Dallas Cowboys fans to spend money, their time, their gas, their beer, and their insanity to go to Dallas Cowboy games to watch it, and then to see them go on the road and get depleted by Detroit, who's becoming the new face. It just feels like the old face won't do it for them. So if Dallas had any hope for a future, see if you can pull up an upset win at Detroit in Week 14 when it comes down to playoff positioning, and see who is still going to make it and who's sadly going to miss it. So that'll be there. I made this because of Micah Parsons. It might be lower, but I'm going to somehow say they'll find a way, mainly because of their offense. So the highest point I have the Dallas Cowboys is an 8-win season. It was potentially a 10 with Micah Parsons. So without Micah Parsons, I literally subtracted 2 games from your overall record. Your lowest point, 6-11. Basically, the defense can't stop a cold. Too many old veterans coming in, and Dak Prescott is too expensive to win the team. And everyone else is just saying, well, as long as CD and Dak get their stats, the rest of us can take the L in the loss. Hopefully, it's not the case for Dallas, but boy, yeah, Micah Parsons gave you 2 more losses and took away 2 more wins from you, in my humble opinion. My MVP candidate, I'm giving to CeeDee Lamb. Last year, CeeDee Lamb was basically the only offensive threat the Cowboys had with Cooper Rush, and the season was basically technically still in there, but CeeDee Lamb still proved that he's worth it. CeeDee Lamb is one of those wide receivers that whoever's the quarterback, he will still prove why he is value as one of the top receivers in the NFC, if not in the NFL. So to me, if things go south, CeeDee Lamb will still play to prove that, yes, I am that guy. I am the guy that comes and does his job and does it well. I am the guy. Whoever the quarterback is, whether he's a $60 million quarterback or a $6 million quarterback, I will do my job to make Cowboys great for as long as I can. And the verdict, I had them barely missing the playoff, but I'm giving them, this is strictly draft positioning. Especially by week 10 if it looks that way. Dallas Cowboys, be prepared for potentially looking at a top 15 pick. And depending what Green Bay does, you'll get 2 picks from probably as low as 12th to probably as high as 28th. Maybe even higher, maybe 32nd, depends if Green Bay goes all the way to the Super Bowl this year. So, Dallas, I'm sorry, but the preview is this future is not good. So, sorry, Dallas. But don't worry. We talk about you enough. Next, we're talking about the Washington Commanders, as last year they're going to prove that with a freshman sensation, the rookie design of Jayden Daniel was not a fluke. So until next time, I'm Cortez, and I'm a critic. Thank you so very much for watching.